The Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help. Qlipoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Aeon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Qlipoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus. Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Eurilo 6. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. is a Stellaron. There's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Sure, ask away. We've got plenty of time. It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herta, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Weltanite to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild. You're most welcome.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out. I too wish to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust, and Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much. Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Eurilo 6 is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime soon. But the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron. Likewise, get some sleep. We'll be heading off again soon.
Pom-Pom, we're back! Shh! Checking star rail stability! Pom-Pom needs to focus! Good to see you too. Spatial readout! Back to the normal bracket! Star rail stability keeps rising. 56%, 57, and numbers have stabilized! Dispatch the Express! Oh! Welcome back to the Express! You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission. The Express appreciates your help. Don't worry about it. Eurilo 6 probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so... But don't... destination will be announced at the navigate. For now, get some rest. Oh, Pom-Pom, there you go. Thank you. Thanks to you. As for the code, right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruising speed.
Wrapped in biting wind, hearts will never bleed, frozen and vanished. biting wind. Hearts will never bleed. Frozen and vanished out of greed. In their restless dreams, they try so hard to breathe. Pulses flutter and sting within this bleakness. They will come with the blade.
Run May. A name that's both new and familiar.
Noise. I thought Member 4, Poka Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the Society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back!
Of course! This is a summit between three geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the genius. Madame Ronmei doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
I took her to see the portraits of the Society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well, but she declined the offer. I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ronmei likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
That's like asking, is Herta a great person? The answer is obvious.
Miss Ronmei is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously created a boom in the local ecology.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life helix system. Ronmei is certainly very talented, but she hardly interacts with anyone. She lives like a hermit. Pity. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herta's research partner, Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could... she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism. Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens. Yes, I'm happy to meet you too. We've met before in the simulated universe. I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half. Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic, no matter what happens. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
No. My research area is short stories about toilets. Huh? What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want to say?
You have quite the appetite. All right, come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult, but it was touching and enthralling as well. From then on, My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish. Does that bother you? I believe we will be able to be frank with each other, but... When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I do trust you. This has nothing to do with them. Besides, the more people... The researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known, so as not to cause I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them. The researchers in the Department of Ecology should know about this, and provide you with suitable advice. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Yes, my mother and I once spent 11 long polar nights there.
It's getting late. Where to now?
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experimental results? Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, did someone send you here to try to get things out of me? I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that. I'm not hiding anything at all. I won't talk to you if you don't tell me why you're here.
solve the space station's problems. So, I really can't say anything about her.
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a mess. Everyone's already swamped as it is. And now out of nowhere, there's a bunch of little creatures popping. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Ha!
There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
Molten Cheese Tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. It's positive. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop. 2. Energize.
Our creed. Oh, praise be. Oh, let me tell you need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ron May has been. If you're sincere enough, the...
I heard Madame Ronmei is very picky when it comes to snacks.
I don't know about so.
Did I ask?
Ron May. What?
Never feel. I.
Nice. Nice.
Hey, guess what I got? It says, let's give it a shot. Yikes.
Ron May likes.
No, so
As
is
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka! I'm a. That was.
Oh, Molten Cheese Tart says Madame Ranmei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten Cheese Tart says, does Madame Ranmei recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten Cheese Tart says, Madame Ranmei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic Molten Cheese Tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ranmei. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tart? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten Cheese Tart. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an good. You see, they both hope to receive. You need to call it love from the I don't know. Remember, as long as that. Oh.
You're here. Herta called Skrullum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expression. All right, let's go.
I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the Eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free. What about you, Qingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ruanmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask her to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought her in, after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ruanmei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ruanmei?
I probably will. Records indicate she likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her, after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the Master Control Zone. Thank you. Well done. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient to roam the space station. There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now my headache is stored there. She gave me permission and said no more. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Buzz.
What's up?
Buzz. High risk permission staff. Buzz. I am a twin of the rice frying maintain zone. Welcome. Buzz. Fry leftover. Welcome. Conclusion. Uke assessment suggestions. Ha!
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother. Life towards sustenance, or the peculiar bond between humans. Huh? What's that sound out there? This is the headache Runmei mentioned. It's just a different flavor.
that noise? Follow me. It'll be okay. I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room.
Rules are made to be broken.
Just 0 points.
As if victory were ever in doubt.
Answer me.
Let's rock! You can fight it, or rock with it!
It's on me. No dirty tricks, alright?
Rules are made to be broken.
Just knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Answer me. Fail.
Let's rock!
It's on me.
Just a scratch.
Rules are made to be broken.
Just
As if victory were ever in doubt.
Today's fortune is... not good for work or overtime. Today's fortune is... not... Hey, you're here...
I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
The final days that member number 23 Echa spent in the Mechanical City showed me that even the longest of lives, such as hers, have a limit. I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is... failure. Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia, but that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Xandar, have you ever felt this lost? Or resigned?
You're here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path. Are you telling me to keep going?
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ran-Mei be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, would she be able to uncover life's most primordial and beautiful form of existence? I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
No dirty tricks, alright?
Answer me. 0 points.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Rules are made to be broken.
Test. Fail. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
No dirty tricks, alright?
Answer me. 0 points. Fail.
Rules are made to be broken.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Never imagined there'd be so many of them.
Test. 0 points.
It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Answer me. Fail.
As if victory were ever in doubt.
Sounds fit. Stay here for... Did something just open?
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Hidden room. Permissions. Select from the... This function has...
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is... an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be. Hazyron. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Madam Alien, man with...
Seems like...
Permission.
That sound's coming from above.
Measure of truth and falsehood.
Rules are made to be broken.
Fail.
Yeah.
As if victory were ever in doubt. Dirty tricks already.
Answer me.
Spend freely.
I think something bit me.
Yeah. Adjust.
Watch your head. It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Rules are made to be broken.
Freely.
Mediocre. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Yeah.
Fail.
As if victory were ever in doubt.
There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in Ron May's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, I will be forced to prevent some avoidable misfortune. That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication. I can't stand discourtesy, even when it comes from myself. The real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
Feeling lucky.
Huge. The space station has an area this big?
Emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge.
Rules are made to be broken.
To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try 'em all!
Trust me, this is a guaranteed win. Don't ask, just spend.
Excuse me, coming through.
Let's make it quick. Take this!
I'm asking the... Never stop thinking.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or... maybe I'll take it all! Who's this one?
Let's go.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Looks like I've got a winning hand.
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
It'll destroy the space station.
Going all in. Tabs on me. Watch your head.
Commencing research. Excuse me, coming through. To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try 'em all!
Not bad. 5 points.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Take this!
Fail. Get out.
Rules are made to be broken.
Zero points. Next.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or... maybe I'll take it all! Don't ask, just spend.
Let's test your knowledge.
Watch your head. Better hedge your bets. Going all in. Tabs on me.
Do you have answers?
Perfect. Now's my chance. Excuse me. Coming through.
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Run May.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. Exactly as predicted. 56 seconds on the dot. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted. I do not have a life outside of research. People always think this price is unimaginable, but It seems rather acceptable to me. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and cannot respond to their feelings. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I take care of them? Perhaps leaving them at the space station is the best choice. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke. Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies, all will disappear. It will make our lives more relaxing. I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon and won't bother with goodbyes. Do you still remember the No Man's Land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime, just to see how things are. I miss member number 55 Yu Qingtu sometimes. She used to always make something delicious for me to drink every time we parted ways. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have anything else you want to say to me? I promise I will, Miss Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore. What a conundrum.
Huh?
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Aster will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal.
I think if only there...
Anyway, keep up...
This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the... Let me try to remember the
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth. If I did... A curio that's a... Oh, nowadays... Well, Adler would be of more. People are growing... Never...
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. It was at... Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of...
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
We're
having a walk. So I'm the dog?
They seem to be...
Oh, really? What a coincidence. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own. No danger. Of course he's not. Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you lead the talk? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this...
Rules are made to be broken.
You're out!
Never stop thinking.
Don't ask, just spend. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Rules are made to be broken.
Answer me. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Spend freely.
0 points.
Yeah!
Failed. Test.
Yeah!
Answer me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Peppy! Are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about...
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. So, which curio do you want? That's all you got? Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology? Huh. Let's call it a day.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? Let's go over it from...
Have you asked the department?
Huh.
Huh?
Have you asked the
Huh.
Huh? My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy.
How's it going? I see.
See?
Just this. Some these things had settled. Yes, people were just. However, rebuilding. Anyway, that's a. Oh, by the way.
So I did. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person. Identifying that person is crucial.
Let me describe. Send me a signal.
I think she mentioned if only there.
Anyway, keep up. Let me describe it. Send me a signal.
I think if only there.
Anyway, keep up the good work.
The other person. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. The other person should be. Not here. That person is probably with the Department of Insight.
Have you asked the...
Huh.
Huh?
Have you asked the...
Huh.
Huh? The other person should... Identifying that person is crucial. It could be... The key.
Let me describe it. Send me a signal.
I think she... If only there...
Anyway, keep up.
Hey, it's all taken. Here's the... Oh, Smalls.
Here did my memory... Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I said no need to, though I see that I'm not
Again.
Oh, huh. However,
Don't give me...
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species...
I figured you could. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. There's only that mean the words they use.
Have you asked the...
Huh.
Huh?
Let's call it...
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it from the start.
Let me describe it. Send me a signal when you see...
I think if only there were...
Let me send me a signal. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need...
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. So, To sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contact. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Apologies. Herta did not mention affirmation. We can ask Herta her...
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived...
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretend. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she
I remember now.
That's enough and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough and Herta's...
I doubt her...
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you.
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Don't interrupt other people. Did no one teach you manners? Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough based on your story, and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your... And the assignment involves a curio... Herta's collect...
I doubt Herta...
Based on... And the assignment involves...
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being...
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. And the assignment involves a curio...
I remember now.
That's enough and Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets...
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she's...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes, to get more information about the curio. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who...
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
I remember now.
That's enough. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now.
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough. However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay. You can tell him.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act.
Correction.
Research clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
a declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Aeon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters' wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please.
No dirty tricks already.
Just a scratch.
Answer me. It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Rules are made to be broken.
Just.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. getting late.
An elusive foretelling.
Ill tidings manifest.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stand still.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill fate descends.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Relax on the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Stand still. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill tidings manifest. Mind your manners. Ill fate descends.
My friends? Indulge yourselves! It ain't over.
Relax. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
The ignition.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Implementation.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill tidings manifest.
Failed.
The redemption.
It's on me.
The fight is set.
For your sins. Where's one tells you? Retribution.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Savor it for me.
No dirty tricks, all right?
Here, try this!
Watch your head.
Fail to send you.
Blade of Moonlight. For your sins. In lunar flame.
No dirty tricks.
I think
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Fail to send you.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
In lunar flame.
Savor it for me.
Run deep to my heart's content.
Here, try this!
Fail to send you.
Your life's empty grasp of
No dirty tricks. It's on me.
Your end approaches. Fail to send you.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
In lunar flame.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Savor it for me.
Spend freely.
Failed to send you.
Pledge thy loyalty. The flesh wound. Confess. Put forth all your might.
Try harder. Watch your head.
Converge and awaken! Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Human creations.
Here is thunder.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Yin and yang.
Was that it?
Can you find the answer?
Show no mercy.
Human creations. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
Gather as one. Feeling spiffy? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Who's next? Watch out!
Resistance is futile!
Human creations!
Conflict is pitiless!
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Can you find the answer?
Show no mercy.
Human creations. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Feeling spiffy? Converge and awaken.
Here is thunder! On my command! For glory!
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Cleansing dragon.
Can you find the answer?
Beauty is eternal. I will protect all beauty.
World cleansing dragon.
Protect me! Protect me!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all! Break!
Feeling spiffy?
World cleansing dragon.
Get them!
Can you find the answer?
Rigid and fleet!
Rise!
Give me strength!
Suppress. Caution web. By the temple.
Dare attack me?
Unseen.
World cleansing dragon.
I will protect all beauty!
World cleansing dragon. World cleansing dragon.
I will protect all beauty!
World cleansing dragon.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all! Break!
Can you find the answer?
Rise! World cleansing dragon.
Beauty is eternal!
Protect me! Protect me!
Not so fast. Out of
that feel?
Rigid and freezing.
Can you find the answer?
Get them!
Feeling spiffy?
Greek! World Cleansing Dragon.
Beauty is eternal. I will protect all beauty.
World Cleansing Dragon.
Something for everybody. Ready?
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun.
Existence is unity.
Barely felt it. Time for a fun.
You won't get away.
This is double speed.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Execute the Marastruck!
Stay away. Time for a fun.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Knew you missed it, the Marastruck!
You won't get away.
This is double speed.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
This is double speed.
You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Execute the Marastruck! Knew you missed it, the Marastruck!
You won't get away.
Time for a fun.
Barely felt it!
Back off.
Knew you missed it, the Marastruck!
You won't get away.
Formation.
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Execute the Marastruck!
You can't hurt me. Stop right there.
Still unanswered.
I shall be the judge.
It's on me.
Beauty is eternal.
Recount. The Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Wretched and fleeting. I will protect all beauty.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Recount.
Go Nappy! Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Wretched and fleeting.
It's on me.
Beauty is eternal.
Watch your head.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
The Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I will protect all beauty. Wretched and fleeting. Beauty is eternal. Wretched and fleeting. I will protect all beauty. Beauty is eternal.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
I shall be the judge. Recount. I shall be the judge.
Go Nappy!
Recount. The Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Wretched and fleeting.
It's on me.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
No dirty tricks, all right?
Recount.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. Spend freely.
Liquidation!
I shall be the judge.
Have you ever heard... Washtopia? We've seen... Stay vigilant!
So...
What happened? What's happening? Everything out... you... even...
March. Another vessel in...
Come on, if there...
Another anomaly in this shining universe. A blooming splash of colors. You are truly beautiful. A lady? I offer a sincere compliment. You're akin to a flower in winter. Oh? Another beautiful soul. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Argenti. I belong to the Knights of Beauty. May I know your names?
Please don't do this. He seems like a good guy.
An honor. I was just explaining the significance of beauty to this... pardon my abruptness, but I have a habit of asking questions. As fellow beings of this universe, are you acquainted with... The Knights of Beauty travel from planet to planet, spreading the beauty's glorious reputation across the universe, so that every being may know of their existence. We strictly adhere to the commandments of our faith, tempering our physical forms. Yes, do you doubt both my words and... Young lady, now that you know something of the beauty, I wonder, can you resonate with this philosophy? You sound... Young lady, with all due respect, I fear you may still be grappling with this philosophy. Yet, agreed with me out of kindness. I cherish different ideas. But judging from this situation, since you do not understand the beauty, I earnest... It is an unspoken rule of the Knights of Beauty that the commandment is uttered before a battle between knights. Forgive me.
Why are you fighting?
Communicating with others can be a most difficult endeavor. It is through action alone that we can convey our intent faithfully. May you understand.
It's on me.
Commencing research.
Let the duel commence.
No dirty tricks already. Watch your head.
The flesh wound. 0 points.
Let's make it quick.
Your answers?
Rules are made to be broken.
The flesh puts forth all your might.
Sorry to interrupt whatever's happening here. Forgive the interruption, but I just spoke with Himiko. The situation is more urgent than we imagined. You're welcome. Just doing my job.
My deepest apologies, Mr. Yang. My concentration has been solely centered on my conversation with her. Now, it is only fitting to disclose the main reason for my presence here. To work jointly in resolving the... I was piloting the one and only Through the Galaxy when I discovered Velite, an IPC worker who accidentally fell into a huge cave. Upon saving Velite, I altered my flight course to accompany him to his original location. Consequently, I inadvertently ended up on the Express. According to him, he is an IPC worker.
I believe he's currently He swore.
Thank you for coming.
Enjoy. Continue to enjoy. You miss.
Well,
What is it? Here to cheer me up? Save your breath. I'm just a small. Did our... Oh, that... I told him my life was... Then he came up with... But of course, Drilla, just like that. When I was young, what do you think? I gave up my... But he's tall. I told him I'm planning to You're right. So when can I get up? Were you even listening? Huh?
There. Pom-Pom, no.
Is it possible? Do we know where the...
It sounded like... But those are in opposite... hey, don't... Now's the time. March has a point. Is that me? What's she saying? I know your past. The things you want to see. To your home. Family. Friends. Emotions. What you love and what you despise. I'm the complete March 7th. With all of... who are you? Why do you look exactly like... Why did you stop talking?
March, can you hear me?
Huh? My phone. Himeko?
I know. March, get out of there right now.
But...
March! Not good.
I'll accompany.
What?
Ugliness. Honor compels.
No dirty tricks, Lauren.
Just a scratch.
Yeah.
Just 0 points.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Answer me. Fail. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I did not envision.
Huh?
I was under the... Could it be?
Huh?
Yes, I'm afraid
So, wait.
Did it do an...
It said it...
My concern. This isn't... This is a race against...
Check around the express.
What?
More. Use your brain. Oh, we'll need. It's got it. I mean, I know this. If you think you can do. Stay alert. What are you doing? Nothing out of stay focused.
Mind if I...
You still awake?
You must be the creature that she mentioned. Does it bother you that people... Needless to say, it is an honor to encounter beings such as yourself. But I shall never give up my spiritual training. If this...
What's going on?
I think...
Is he seeing enough?
I don't think so.
Well, let's go see.
Beautiful beat.
Rules are made to be broken.
Answer me. 0 points.
It's on me.
I must apologize.
You mentioned...
Yes.
Nice.
So, but...
That's not...
I wonder if...
Are you...
Correct.
When reading through the chronicles of interdimensional insects in the databank, I came across a species that had... This species, I believe...
I think I understand.
Yes.
What do you...
Did Velite, now that I think...
Yes.
Oh!
Let's talk to Mr.
Oh, it's so quiet. Someone say something.
After meeting all of you,